Hey all. So I'm finally not camping for once. And now that the holidays are over, gonna get back to some cool things, but we're starting off the second video of the year with something different. I had the people at Shengtuo Rope out of China reach out to me and ask me to review their paracord. Now, they sent me free samples, so I did not pay for these, but I'm not guaranteeing anything either. They have been around for 16 years. They make paracord for a lot of different companies. They're certified, they're a big manufacturer. They're, I believe, in the top 5 of rope manufacturers out of China. So they're fairly confident in their product. They are not available on Amazon, but they're available on Alibaba. And for the prices, man, I gotta tell you, I was tempted to just look into them just for that. But they watched the channel, they wanted to see what I thought, so they sent me some samples. They sent me their camouflage, their standard black, and their reflective. So we're gonna do a review on that this week. First, let's just talk about it. They claim to be type 3 nylon, at least this. They make a lot of different cord, mind you. They make bungee and everything else. But, so they sent me these spools. This is one of their samples. This is the camouflage. So, overall, first thing, I kind of like that. So first thing, I do like the spool. Now, I don't know that they sell it like this all the time. They they will package for people to resell. So their things may come in bundles, may come with the Velcro ties, but this is how they send it to me. First thing, let's talk about the feel. The feel does feel like nylon. It is a little flat because it's been pressed down, but it's not like, I don't have a loose feeling like the sheath is much bigger than the contents. Uh, against the skin, it feels nice. It has a little bit of friction, but not a ton. It's got more friction than, say, what you would see with polyester. But let's take a look and see, is this even real paracord? They claim it is. Let's see if it is. So, what do we have here? So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have 7 individual strands. Let's check the strands out. And as you can see, those strands are each made of 3 separate strands. So this does meet the qualifications for type 3 paracord, which that is good. So we are talking about real paracord here. Now the next piece is this nylon? The only way short of doing a chemical analysis is what I call the burn test. So let's see. So one, we have the white smoke. White smoke has always been an indicator to me of nylon. 2, if you look, you can see we got a little bit of black here, but it's pretty much all clear, like almost like a caramelization. So that is a good sign that this is truly nylon paracord. Now it is staying a little bit warmer, but I know I had a high flame on, so that could be part of it. But we're not seeing the classic signs of it being all black and what have you. But what we are going to do is let's see if it will catch fire and burn, because that is another classic sign of non of polyester. So it put itself out again, immediately caramelized, white smoke. So this is that one, but let's check the other ones out. Now, if you go on Alibaba, you will see, and I checked into it, you will see that they sell in meters. It starts at, I believe I'm going from memory here, 0 to 999 meters is about 8 or 9 cents a meter. So if you wanted 100 meters, that's about 300 plus feet. You could pick up 100 meters or 300 feet of paracord for anywhere between $8 or $9 plus shipping. So you could, if you have an Alibaba account, if you are making a large batch of bracelets or you need a lot of different things, this may be a route for you. So checking out the black, same thing, 7. And once again, we're looking at nylon. So for the two base pieces right here, these are nylon. Now, let's check out the reflective. They do also have glow in the dark for anybody who is looking for that. That was not one of the samples that they sent me. One second while I drink my coffee. And yes, I am not a black coffee drinker. Sue me. I like a little Fairlife in my coffee. So this is the reflective. So now the reflective does have the reflective strand. I'm not gonna review the reflectivity. I know that's very subjective, but it does have the reflective strand. We are gonna take a look though and see if we can see, is this legit paracord? So first thing, here's a piece of the reflective strand. And it is like a reflective piece of plastic. It is not like metal. I've heard some people say that it's metal. This is, at least for this one, this is not metal. This is like a reflective piece of plastic. But as long as it's reflective, I think that's fine. As far as the rest of it goes though, what are we looking at here? We are looking at 7 cores. Now, thing with this one, the plastic piece caught fire. The rest of it, though, appears to be nylon. So the reflective piece is not going to be 100% nylon. That is going to have some reflectivity to it. So right now, at least what we're looking at is Chinese-made paracord that is nylon-based. So that puts it a leg up against a lot of the other stuff out there, whether it be things like Fishland or some of the other vendors that are out there. We are at least dealing with true nylon paracord. But let's see how it works. So I'm going to make a couple of things here, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, so I am done. I used all three of these, and I will say the quality is definitely there. This is good stuff. It was making this bracelet was easy, and I find that's a sign of a quality. Paracord. If it's easy to use and work with, that's a sign of quality. There was both a positive and a negative. Okay, the negative on all three of these, I found that this paracord is a little bit slicker. Even though it's nylon, it's a little bit slicker. So as I was tugging and pulling and things that happened, I found that the paracord slid. So normally I would knock it down about a half star on that. But on the pro side, one of the things that I see all the time, even with the Atwoods and the like, if you have, let me do this one instead. If you have the innards, the inner strands, I always find that when I stretch it, the outer sheath will always expand further than the innards. When I was working with this on all three items, that did not happen. Not a once. I did the Manny method on this. I actually normally I can just stretch it and it will give me enough to be able to give me that quarter inch, whatever I need to be able to do the Manny method. That didn't happen here. I actually had to pull some out, pull the sheath back, cut, and then, so that to me is a plus. So that evens it out. The feel of this is nice. It's easy, like I said, it's easy to work with. All of these items were easy to make. Hell, I had more problems remembering how to do a Solomon knot or Cobra weave, whichever you want to call it, and the Manny method than I did actually using the cord. So all said and done, when I'm looking at this product, when I am looking at Shengtuo rope, paracord, I have to give it a 5 out of 5. I think when you consider the price, now granted, you have to order it from Alibaba. That means it's coming from China. But if you are doing a large batch, you can't beat 300 feet for $8. When you consider you're dealing with nylon, when you consider that you have options for glow in the dark, a lot of different colors and everything else, I think you have to give this a 5 out of 5. No, it's not American made. No, it is going to take a longer time to get here. But if you plan, if you're willing to give it a try, I would highly recommend it. I am impressed with these guys. In fact, next time I have a couple of belt orders, honestly, I'm probably going to be ordering from them. Unless somebody says specifically, I want American made or they want something specific, I will probably be ordering from them. So that's it for this week. Next week, I'll be doing a review, or actually in 2 weeks, I'll be doing a review of one of the most requested paracords I have ever had. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, keep paracording. Later.